That Natalie come out and help me because that epoxy you put in there dries really quick, and I screwed up on the other side because I shot some in there, and then I thought about my next one. I went back to use it, and the tube was just rock solid. You can't even cut it back or anything like that because it mixes in the tube. So once those two chemicals meet, they just become like a rock. But they're on there, and they're not moving now. So well, it is even windier today. They're saying 55-mile-per-hour gusts. There's a big front coming through, and we're supposed to get a lot of rain tomorrow, which we desperately need. Basically, they're saying 100% chance and heavy localized rain. So hopefully we'll get that, because that'd be nice to have our barrels filled. So I'm gonna get all that zip sheeting put inside underneath the roof and living room. And then another turn of event, we're all sick. I haven't got it yet, Natalie hasn't got it, but both the girls are sick. Barry's sick. So Barry and Sydney have COVID. Valerie, we've tested her 4 times and she doesn't have it, so I don't know what she's got, but she's got something. Well, I'm still feeling good. I'm gonna get those sheets moved in, equipment put away, because we're probably going to have a day and a half at least of rain. I guess I can get the bees buttoned up. I haven't put their covers on yet for the winter. So I'll find some things to do, but it's just another delay, and then hopefully I won't get sick. So I just never had enough room for all my stuff. You know, I buy equipment because every time I rent it, I find out that I've used it so much that it's cost me so much in rental fees. I should have just bought it in the first place. So I just started buying things that I needed a long time ago. So I've got a Harley rake, I've got an auger over there. The box play is actually my mom's. It's for her tractor that we have in the barn as well. I got the skid steer, I got my Bobcat Mini X, and then my mom's tractor. And it just doesn't all fit in here. I don't have a place for the lawnmower right now. So I'm gonna take it up to the house and put it in the garage for the winter. But I need to build a barn, something somewhere around here. All my trailers sit outside. I get the equipment in, you know, the best I can. But you know, I've definitely learned that leaving things out in the weather and in the sun, definitely they just start falling apart. You know, hoses crack, break, things like that. So I just gotta get this stuff inside. Looking up there, I just got my 2 trailers. I got my small trailer, I've got my lift, I got my work truck, which has a dump trailer on it. So I just need one of them big farm barns that's like 100 feet by 40 feet deep or something to put all my junk in. So we did have a sponsor for today's video. It's this HD wireless transmitter receiver kit. Here's everything that comes in the box there. You have your transmitter, your receiver, all the cables to hook everything up. We've primarily been using this while camping in places where we don't have a Wi-Fi signal to cast movies from our computer onto the camper's TV. The picture quality has been really great, and it's been really easy to use. I'll put a link in the description for you guys to check it out. Started putting burying the drain tile around this front porch area. Man, it's windy. I'm trying to block it the best I can here. I'm sitting there thinking I need to go get the Bobcat. to get the skid steer, put the bucket on, and just scrape this stuff off. I'm concerned about this rain that comes and filling in my ditches, and I gotta dig them out again anyway, so probably best to do it now before that happens. So, hit the skid steer and back to work. So far I'm still feeling fine. I got the drain tile and everything in all the way around the house. Get back out of the wind. There's a place to hide from the wind. And wasn't too picky about making sure it was sloped or things like that, like I did before, because it's just there's so much rock out here. The water goes into the ground, it just disappears. And I don't know if I really needed the drain tile, but it's not going to hurt. And basically, if it gets 4 inches, that's it's 4-inch tube. So as long as I'm within 4 inches of somewhere, it's going to flow out anyways. I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, that's all in. So I'm looking at doing now is digging up some dirt. I did a little bit over here behind me. So eventually what I want to do is this needs to be level with the grade out there, so you can walk right off this slab right onto the grass. This area's got to come down quite a bit to get rid of this hump before it hits the house. So I've got to dig it down pretty far here and then slope it way up, which is the same thing I did against the south side of the main house. So you can see here how it dips down and comes back up. And I scraped it clear up to about that tree. Down here it's a bit more pronounced. But eventually I want to do a slab along here, and it would kind of dump into the grass so that the water would run out this way and then around through that tube I put out on the other side there, around the winter garden if we ever get that done. So it's looking better. There's a little bit of rain blew over earlier, just sprinkled really. Maybe it's a sign of what's to come. Up north of us, now they talked to late up there, they said they're forecasting around 5 inches of rain over the next couple of days. I haven't heard any of those numbers like that around here. But getting this in and trying to get things backfilled will make me feel a little bit better if we do get that much rain. And it's going to have a way to get away from the house. And right now it's just super dusty. I got my mask to try and help keep some of that down because I'm just covered in dirt again. So I went down to help Natalie with the animals real quick, and she started laughing at me. Now I know why. I'm seeing myself in the reflection here. Looks like I just got out of a boxing match or something. Starting to cloud up. I think the rain's supposed to start sometime early in the morning. Of course, I didn't do what I was planning on doing today. I wanted to get those posts up. But with the weather coming in and with it being as windy as it is, I didn't think it would make much sense to try and get posts up and hold them in place and everything. So instead, I got on the skid steer and went to town. Started doing some backfilling around the garden. We're not gonna have any leaves in the trees after the storm comes through. Then I went around the whole house. I got that drain tile in, so it's buried around the whole house now. And then it's a little bit of a steeper slope than I was wanting, but I didn't have a whole heck of a lot of time. So the peak's about right here. I wanted it to be way back here, but I can tackle that at some point. Still gotta do some scraping along the side to get that dirt down a little bit, but I am lower. You can kind of see where these tracks are. I'm lower right through here, and then this should be a high spot, so water should flow that way, out that direction, or it should flow this way around the house. I think we'll find out when it rains. Around the house, and then it should go down here and either split off their way to the pond or go this way to the road. That's the idea anyways. I didn't shoot any elevations. I just kind of did it all by eye, and of course that's not very accurate at all, but looks pretty good anyways for now. I can dress it up later. We really need to decide what we're doing with landscaping. I know Natalie wants to do some stuff, but we never really got, or haven't got around to it yet. Here's where the septic tanks are. So I had to really kind of sneak in here and fill one half of the bucket so I could dump it and get some elevation away from the slab. But this rain will really settle this stuff down. That came all the way around the front. And of course I'm going to add more to this at some point. This just gives me a good start anyways. So this pipe coming out, this is where my drain tile daylight's at. And the plan is this is going to run down, curve around, and go all the way down the driveway clear to the pond. The reason why I'm going that far is, one, you're never going to see the pipe, so the daylight way the heck down there. But also along the road we have a couple natural areas where water comes out of the ground at. And when we've had seasons where it's rained a lot, it'll just flow nonstop, and you can't mow through there because it's just a muddy mess. So that ought to help that to drain away. Plus it'll be buried, so everything should be pretty good there. But that's about it. I'm going to get things cleaned up, go hop in the shower, and probably have a beer. Well, we definitely were getting the rain that they called for. It was so nice sitting out here and just watching it. I think that's one thing our house lacked before. We sat on the back deck outside our bedroom many times. It was just nice, but this is wonderful too. Well, so far on the zip tape, I don't see any leaks at all. So doing a lot better than it did the last time we used it on the roof. It's just now starting to get some puddles. The ground's been so dry, it's just soaking everything up, but we're just now starting to see some puddles. So I can see where my water flows, if I have any high spots or low spots, things like that. And the concrete we poured on the front deck looks to be pretty good. It's flowing about the way I thought it would. So right now everything looks pretty good. This dirt will get settled down and packed in a little bit with this rain, then I can smooth it out later.